Gavin Newsom. I don't know if I like his politics. I heard that shit. He kept the vineyard open during COVID, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
What he's doing vibes-wise is incredible.
Gavin Newsom has had some of the best media strategies. I thought what he did was brilliant when he launched the podcast with Marshawn Lynch and the agent Doug called Politicking. I thought that was great because Marshawn kept his boots on the ground. And so Gavin was able to explain politics in a very digestible way. And he was being honest for the most part about, the mistakes that the party was making. He was a lot more honest after they lost. Yeah. But he was still kind of being honest. And Marshawn was trying to tell him, like, yo, everywhere I go, man, people are really trumped out. Like, you know what I mean? So, and Gavin couldn't understand it, but I think he understands now. I didn't like his second pod he did where he was trying to, extend olive branches to the right. I think that you should talk to people that you disagree with, but he kind of was just like sucking their dick a little bit. Like it wasn't no real
it seems like it seems like he didn't want confrontation.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's setting up for a presidential run.
Yeah, but to Akash's point, I don't know how his politics in California are going to translate to a national level. I think that once you start digging in his record and start seeing some of the things like, oh, y'all spent $24 billion on homelessness, but homelessness got worse. When you start looking at, things like the wildfires, when you start thinking about crime, like there's a lot of things underneath the hood.
Is that really a thing, though? Like, look at Trump's past. Like, he probably has the worst
past
out of everybody.
Trump is, listen, man, I know y'all don't want to hear this. Trump is one of the best to ever do it politically, bro. Nobody's gonna be able to do what Trump does.
There will be chapters in history books dedicated to Trump.
Yes, man.
But if Dems are smart, they'll take a play out of his.
So that's what I think he's doing.
Stop caring about what people bring up of the past and just bulldoze.
They haven't gotten there yet. I do like this strategy that Gavin's doing. It's called the mirror effect. You read y'all all read the 48 Laws of Power, right? Law 44 is the mirror effect.
I have not read it.
Disarm and infuriate your opponent by mirroring, doing everything they do, saying everything they say. So it makes the hypocrisy on the right look ridiculous because now all of a sudden they hate what Gavin's doing, but he's literally mimicking your guy. Yeah. I love that. But you know what I think would have been even more powerful? If all of the governors would have got together and said, this is how we're going to combat Trump.
So, but they don't want to combat Trump. They want to win.
They want to, and they're competing against each other now.
Yeah, they want individual
exactly.
glory.
So Gavin's got a great strategy, but all of them should have been on this type of timing.
But the smartest thing I think he's doing is when Ted Cruz or something will criticize crime in California, he'll have some statistic about how California's murder rate is 10 times lower than Texas or whatever. He'll pick perfect examples.
Yeah, but that's reading.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I like to read. You like to read. They not reading all. They don't want to read. This shit works.
My issue with this is that, I like the pod that he's talking to people. This, to me, just feels like it's, again, this fixation on Trump as a cultural moment, trying to jump onto his wave. And I'm like, we just want to get money out of politics. Let's get healthcare going. Let's try to stop funding foreign wars.
Great point.
Can we just put policy forward instead of trying to, keep on doing the Trump thing?
Can I push back?
It's not sexy.
This is, and not
I
even
think
sexy.
it's extremely sexy.
This is funny. And funny wins. That's what Trump had right from the jump. Funny wins. This is funny.
But it's still funny attached to Trump. Trump is funny in his own right.
Yeah, but Trump, out of here. He's apparently dying, even though I don't think he ever
That's my point. So, why are we doing this? I think
Mark is right because what Democrats haven't done is still showed us what is their identity. What do you believe in? What is your policies? How are you going to make my life better? There's still a Trump bad, Trump bad, Trump bad. We know that already. What are you going to do to make my life better, though?
I think this is the first step. And normally they do it very poorly, but this is funny enough and making fun of him enough that I think it could work, and then he could do the policy shit after. Because Republicans have no identity. Republicans' identity is whoever's, and this is effective, honestly. It's MAGA now because MAGA's winning, and then when the next guy wins, we're with them. Let's just sneak in our shit very effectively and get done what we need to get done. And so Democrats, neither side has an identity.
But you're not moving away from MAGA anytime soon. That's why the Epstein file thing would have been so good, because now you got a chance to take MAGA out and maybe bring it back to, traditional conservatism, which people don't even believe exists anymore. And maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But something that's a lot less MAGA.
What is traditional conservatism?
It used to be like a...
Depends how
Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan, yeah. George Bush, it used to be.
But what does that mean?
Reaganomics?
I want you to have I want you to have your guns. We don't believe in a lot of regulation. Yeah. Less taxes.
The worst thing the government could ever say is we're here to help. That, to me, kind of summarizes, the 80s style, Republican
I agree with that, actually.
But I still think MAGA's on.
We want to give you more so you don't need us.
But I feel MAGA's on that wave now. They just like, hey, we want all that, but we also want anybody against us. Fuck them. It's like, I want to hurt people against us, and it's also government, stay out of my shit, cut my taxes.
They haven't moved away from small government at all. Like, they've expanded. Exactly.
I'm kind of like that, too. I see where they're coming from. I'm not saying it's right, but I get it emotionally.
But again, this is my issue with the Gavin thing. Is like, again, it's just everything is Trump. Like, I'm not voting for Trump. I'm also I'm not going to vote for not Trump. Like, I want to vote for a candidate that's going to, like, pull money out, actually give me a foreign policy thing, not just be frozen on, like, the Middle East shit.
I think he'll get there. And I'm not saying I think he'd be good, but I think he'll get this.
I think his record in California will hurt him.
But then we have Mamdani here in New York, and then he's putting policy forward.
Son, the guy weaker than me.
It doesn't matter how strong he is physically, but I'm just saying he's putting policy forward.
Son, my man can't bench 135. We need to ask him about this.
I don't even know if you could bench
135.
135.
I could bench 135.
What do you mean?
I get up once. Hey, look, I don't need this much help.
Hold on. He can't bench.
Yeah. Look at this.
Man, Eric Adams got help, though. A lot of help.
No, that's an assist. Like,
I mean, that's not even a spot. My man got 2 hands on the bar pulling up. Deadlift for him.
I don't see Eric Adams doing much better, bro.
No, he got him
64 versus
30. Look at the speed of Eric Adams. Not even a question. And look at Mamdani.
Why does this matter?
This is exactly my point.
Why does this matter?
Like Zohran doesn't really talk about Trump unless Trump is shooting at him. He's putting forward policy that is actually resonating with people, and now he's
Why would he get on the bench, yo? You know you're not strong.
You know you're not strong.
You know you're not strong.
This is
I'm not sitting on that bench. I'll tell you right now.
Strong. This is pandering.
And
he's pandering to the Rough Riders. I bet you he in Yonkers. Is he in Yonkers doing this shit? Like, where the fuck is he at doing this shit?
He's getting
pandering,
punked,
bro.
Right? I feel like he's getting punked a little bit.
This is pandering. Like, I don't know who he's paying. I don't know where he's at doing this. But to Akasha's point, if you know you can't fucking bench press 135, why you out there, bro?
You know what you're capable of before you sit out in a suit. My man doing this in a suit.
They made Bieber do push-ups in the hood. Do you remember that?
But Bieber got it. Bieber nice.
But it felt like they were just punking him into doing it.
Yeah.
You know the video would have been, if he would have said like, nah, guys, I'm good. Oh, Mamdani's so weak, he's afraid to get on the bench.
Yeah, so
it would have been the same shit. They would have said something about it.
Say that and then keep lifting, get on the creatine, get on the peptides, and come back in a month and knock that shit out the park.
I wish we had a bench here right now because I don't know how much.
I wouldn't get on the bench. That's my whole point.
So you can't talk shit if you can't do it either.
No. That's my point. Why are you getting on the bench? That's my shit talk.
He was pressured, man.
Sit your weak ass out on this one like I would.
He's shaking hands and kissing babies.
You can't be the mayor if you fold to peer pressure like this.
Yeah.
This is folding to societal pressure. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Now he's your fiance. Then what? Now what? Now what, Alex? I'm gonna tell you what though.
He got engaged to the bar, but he ain't fully commit.
I tell you what though. I think Mamdani's gonna win. And
we have a bet on this $1,000 bet.
I think he's gonna win. I think
I'm gonna lose.
And I think they want him to win.
Who?
Oh, Republicans are going to love this. Yeah.
Donald Trump is going to declare
every time somebody says that,
National Guard is in New York immediately. Now all of a sudden New York is the worst crime city in America. Look what's happening in New York.
He's doing that now.
But once he wins, it's going to be even worse.
Yeah. It's going to help Republicans a lot.
Because he really don't have no competition.
But why are the Dems against Mamdani?
Oh, because he's
probably split.
Because
he's the only person putting policy, people like it, and we came out to vote for him. So why would they?
Because of all his anti-Israel stances.
It's not.
That's literally what it is.
No, but he's not saying what's right or wrong. He's saying why traditional Democrats.
That's why they're against him. It's anti-Israel
traditional Democrats are packed up. That's how they lost.
Right.
They're for sale.
He also stands against the donor class that the neo libs are completely getting funded by. So it's antithetical to their entire policy standpoint, which is focusing on all these social issues while they just keep all the rest of the shit going and keep getting paid.
Propaganda crazy, and I'm sure if Mamdani wins, he's trying to pass legislation to shut down synagogues or some shit like that. It's what are you even talking about?
The reason people like Mamdani is one of the reasons that the Democrats are against Mamdani. When they asked him during that debate, are you what country are you gonna visit? You gonna visit Israel? He's like, no, I'm focused on New York.
Fire.
They didn't want to hear that shit, even though that's actually the correct answer.
There's also some of them that might know that this is gonna help MAGA and help Republicans a lot.